I literally have uncles who are married to American women, black American women, that cheat on them mercilessly. Like, to the
Bruh.
extent that they genuinely don't even love their wives.
What up, this is your boy, the Solo Traveler ORD. Thanks again for checking out another video. Of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell while you are here. So back with another video review. This time I'm actually doing another one on the Passport Sis. This time I'm going over videos of them going to Nigeria and taking L's out there. So this is actually going to be a good one. So let's go ahead and jump into this because I don't want to make this video longer than what it should be. So let's go. So with this video, this woman actually responded back to a post, I believe a TikTok post or so. It says African American women who date and marry African men. Let's see what she has to say.
So what's up, y'all? This is my tidbit. Like the video I just did, it was talking about how this African brother was saying how a lot of like our women who from America go to Africa to go find somebody because they're desperate. And he was saying how we come from bad families and bad upbringings. True. And just a lot of negative rhetoric about us American women dating Africans, when he doesn't even know the history, honestly, behind us African Americans. Us African Americans, a lot of us, our heritage is from Africa and other continents.
That's the thing. They know about all of that stuff and it doesn't mean anything. What really matters is culture. You're trying to convince another person from another different culture that you guys are actually up to par to their culture, which unfortunately you guys are not. Most of these women in the United States are not going to be able to mesh with these men in other countries because of the way the culture is set up here in the States. The culture in the States for you women in the United States is for you guys to be free, liberated, and so forth. And you guys can get away with anything. You guys can talk crazy to any man and don't have to worry about getting a backhand or anything like that. Not that I'm supporting men, beating women or anything like that. I do not support that. However, the way that the mouths on these women is like, wow, they're just as aggressive as men.
Continents. And we've been mixed all over. You don't understand that we don't even have a tribe or a name. We're just now finding those things now. So when we do decide to date an African man, it's basically us dating our heritage. We're going back to it, but it's different because we've been raised here and a lot of things have been put up against us that has broken our families, that has broken different situations around us. And yes, our upbringing is totally different. Yes, our cooking is different, and for him to say every American lady does not cook is incorrect. Maybe it might not be like your African ladies, and there are some African Americans that can cook like African women as well.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. Some of the women, yes, they can cook, but the question is, do you want to cook? That's the biggest question, because I know that there's a lot of women that ABWs that can cook, they could do their thing. But the moment you tell them, look, I want you to be a housewife, I want you to take over the house as I go to work, a lot of them will tell you no. They will tell you they prefer to be the boss bee than to be a housewife. They want to be out there trying to get the bag with you instead of building a family, a legacy. They think that being a man with a man is the best way to build a legacy. It's not going to work.
There are some African Americans that can cook like African women as well. So I'm thinking like this man has been with an African American woman, maybe who did him really dirty, maybe who played him, and he's just reflecting on, hey, this is what I should do. Because what is probably good for somebody else is probably not good for this gentleman or whomever else. Maybe you went into that relationship thinking that this was how it's going to be, and it was totally different. Because when you have two cultures together and you have two people from two different parts of the world, there's going to be some differences. Even if you have an African from one tribe and from another tribe and they come together, there's always going to be some differences. That's why it's important for you to marry your ordained person.
Yes, there are differences. However, they're looking for a culture that is somewhat similar to what they have. You don't want to be from one end of the spectrum to another end of the spectrum. Men are not looking for that. They don't want that. They are looking for something that is similar to what is good, not similar to what is bad.
You're ordained person. It's important for you to actually follow after God and follow him and ask him, who is the wife that you have prepared for me? Who is the one that's going to help my destiny and help me to be who you called me to be? How can I cultivate her and how could she cultivate me? Because when you mess with the wrong person and you deal or marry the wrong person that's not connected to your destiny, you destroy and spoil things about your life and about anything that you are going in the direction. But I just send prayers for that gentleman. I hope and I pray that things get better for him and that he meets somebody that is the right ordained person for his life, that he can be changed and not spill all this hateful rhetoric about African American women. Prayers for you, brother, if you ever see this message. And I hope everything works out for you. In Jesus' name, amen.
See, the sad thing is, African brothers are seeing the same thing what a lot of the brothers in the States are saying. So think about that stuff. It took a man from another continent to come and be like, no, this ain't right. Let's move on to the next video. So this is a response or emotional video. It says, when you're dating a Nigerian man in America, but he's in Nigeria this December. Oh, he's with his second family. That's what's going on. He's actually with the wife. That look, that is hilarious. Let's move on. So this is a Stitch video. It says, PSA, if you are a single woman, this is why.
So this is the PSA for all the single ladies. If you are not single,
who's gonna tell these AA babes, not even just AA babes, who's gonna tell these American babes that they're gonna chop breakfast every time? Like, who's gonna tell them? Because I feel like I'm the chosen one. I feel like I have to tell them because it's starting to become a pandemic. Like, living in Houston is when I realized, like, this is the way they think. Y'all think y'all could go and pluck a man from a third world country and say, oh, because what? Okay, in Africa, we do tend to hold marriage higher than our American counterparts. However, you think you go to a third world country and come back with a husband and you think he's gonna love you for you?
How dare you?
Like, it's so bad. First of all, half the time, Americans, because Americans are narcissistic, and that's any type of American, they're all narcissistic. They literally don't do their research on the African country. They literally don't do their research on the language or anything about the culture. So you go, you find a man, he probably does you well. Una go knock on herself, am I doing? And you come back to Yankee and start processing his papers, and oh, because African men are providers and they're gonna take care. Let me tell you something. You go chop breakfast too. I literally have uncles who are married to American women, black American women, that cheat on them mercilessly. Like, to the extent that they genuinely don't even love their wives. Like, literally be speaking to the side hoe in front of their wife, and their wife wouldn't even know because you don't speak your husband's language. And I'm not saying you can't date outside of your culture. I'm just saying, let's be honest. If you're doing a man's papers, an African man's papers, he's probably gonna either go back and marry another African woman, or he's gonna cheat on you with African women. Like, literally. One Sunday, I was at one of my uncle's houses, and I was there, and he was speaking about on WhatsApp video call with his side piece in Nigeria, and his wife was sitting there. He was buying mad, like, expensive bags and shit to go to Nigeria, and told her that it was for his younger sister. That's for his wife. That's who the love of his life is. It's to the extent that they tell their Nigerian love of their lives that I'm just with her for papers. When I get my papers, I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna bring you.
Bruh.
So if you're single in America, just date an American dude. Go and date an American dude. Tell your black American men to marry, because they don't marry as much. Black women are the least, like, rated married, like statistically, and it's not because nothing has to do with them. I feel like the men don't want to marry.
Oh no, I gotta stop it there. Hold on. She was doing good until up to that one part. No, a lot of black men want to be married in the States. The problem is that a lot of these women are not marriage material. That's the reason why they will not marry them. You should know that. You've been with these women. You're talking about how they are. So you know them close. You know them, the fact that they are not anything close to your culture of being a wife type that these men don't want. This is why brothers are going overseas to go to other countries. But I had to stop it right there because that was like, whoa. She was doing so well.
Rated married, like statistically, and it's not because nothing has to do with them. I feel like the men don't want to marry, or get an African man that's in America that already got his damn papers. Not even just papers, citizenship. You when I go to breakfast, when I go to call me sotos again after the breakfast.
There she go. So there you have it. After listening to the Nigerian woman talking about how things go down with these Nigerian men, do you women really want to, go down that path? I mean, for me, it doesn't matter because it's all entertainment for us, that love to travel, for us that has married foreign women, because we know that you guys can't do the same thing as us men because of the fact that there's a lot of differences. With you guys trying to leave the United States and deal with these men that are basically, they cannot be weak at all. They are not afraid of you women because they don't have the government, going to punish them for trying to run their household. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about this video. This is your boy, the Solo Traveler ORD. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I'm out.